Hi Sharon, it's Colin. I just wanted to do a quick video just to demonstrate there's a few different ways you can approach this because you can actually manipulate the size of each box, like each drop down, or just change the height and the width altogether and have something like this where it's just a single drop down. It really depends on how much you have in there. So let me just take a quick look here and I'll show you. I have in Firebug here, I've just made a couple of changes. This is a Firebug for Firefox. So the height of the box here, it's a little bit tall. So if I inspect this element, it tells me that in the megamenu.css, there's a width of 440 and a height of 180. So what we could do here, the reason we put a width on that is so when you have multiple categories, they will expand over. If we don't have a width on the box, it'll collapse into an up-down. So if I remove the height for now, see it goes. That changes so that you don't have all the excess at the bottom. So let's take care of that first. Megamenu.css line 43. We go to our CSS folder, line 43. If you change the height from 180 to auto, or remove that line altogether, what will happen is in our page, you'll simply won't get any space at the bottom. It'll tie up. So that may be the first option for you. The second one is the width. Now you can do a width of auto, but if you have a like you did with the height, right? See, we have a width of 440, so you could change that to auto as well. But what's going to happen then is, because it's a div container, it's not going to stack the bullet lists side by side. It's going to put them one on top of the other. So you may want to, in your library file, right, there is for each div container here, so where we see div here and div here, for example, what you could actually do is, for the first menu, you can do the style, width, and then you can specify a width, 300px. Right, you can specify a width for each div container, and that way, depending on how many items you have in there, you can change, how much room there is. So that's another little thing you can do. But anyways, I hope that answers your questions there on the getting rid of the category titles and changing the height.